At this time, everyone please stand and help us welcome the Vinton High School graduating class of 2020.
Good evening and welcome to Vinton High School's class of 2020 graduation ceremony. My name is Brody Dugay, class president. I will be your master of ceremony this evening. I would like to recognize our distinguished guest, Mr. Carl Brookhouse, superintendent, Mr. Bliss Boujard, our school's board representative, Dr. Shannon Lafargue, chief academic officer, Mr. Robert Barentine, chief operating officer, Mr. Robert Pete, Director of High Schools, Ms. Tammy Aber, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, and Mr. Tony McCardle, Director of Career and Technical Education. I would like to thank the family members here as well and all our families watching at home, celebrating this next step in our journey. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce Adam Beard to lead us in prayer. Following the prayer, we will honor America with our Pledge of Allegiance, led by Bryce Hubert, followed by the national anthem. And they're already standing.
Everybody can please remain standing and remove your headwear. Father, Lord, we come to you today and thank you for your goodness and your mercy. We also come to you today and thank you for this glorious occasion that you have blessed us with today. And Lord, I thank you that you've been able to bless us with this today, in spite of everything that's been going on throughout the world. Lord, I want to ask a special prayer upon all of the class of 2020. And Lord, I pray that you lead, guide, and direct us through the rest of our lives. For it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You can now be seated. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Eric Heining, our principal.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Vinton High School's class of 2020. I would like to express my appreciation to the staff at Sulphur High School and their principal, Mr. David Poole, for accommodating us, and for the school board administration and high school directors for their devotion to providing us a first-class venue for our ceremony under these difficult circumstances. Normally, I would already be returning to my seat, because I understand that you came here for one reason, and that's to see this wonderful class behind me. This year, I'd like to do something a little different. This isn't just my last time to have us all together, but it's also the first time that we've been together since March 13th. So if you bear with me, I would like to address the class of 2020 one last time. Guys, consider this our last RTI win time meeting together. I have it scripted in front of me this time in order to keep me from saying, all right, as many times as I do throughout the speech. But Jaden, I placed a pin in your packet so you can still keep track of how many times I say it. I think the record is 87 times. First off, I want to thank you for the relationship that I have with you. I sincerely enjoyed being your principal. You have blessed me with many great memories, many of which then passed the walls of VHS. For your parents in attendance, I also want to thank you for the trust that you have in me and the staff at Vinton High School. It has been a privilege to be a part of this process, preparing your child for their future. No doubt, this school year was like no other. As you entered the home stretch of your senior year, it came to a complete halt. For most of you, you left the school that day not realizing that you would never walk the halls of VHS again as a student. From that day, the rest of the school year became one of uncertainty. As we progressed through this pandemic, we realized that we would ultimately miss out on the many activities that defined your senior year. The sports seasons, award ceremonies, prom, and the best day of all, your official last day of school. So as I speak of the many memories and opportunities that got cut short from the last 2 months of your senior year, I also remind myself of the great memories that I have with you. I would like to share with you and our audience what I will remember about the class of 2020. I will remember the youth sports teams that I coached that many of you were on when you were younger. I remember the high fives and fist bumps in the hallways. I remember the hugs of joy and also the hugs of comfort. I remember the win time meetings with you where I got to kill time while walking through the group and having you part for me and clap for me and treat me like a rock star. Every 3 weeks I got to do that. I remember all the ball games and pep rallies. I remember popping into your classes, participating in the lesson with you. Many times I would chime in on the lesson and tell you a related story to the lesson. Most of you wondered if I was being for real or just making it up. Since this is our last time together, I'll go ahead and admit the truth now. My great-great-grandfather didn't invent the scientific method, and his name wasn't Hypothesis Heining. I didn't get kicked out of astronaut school, and I'm not the fourth smartest person in the world. I'm only the 8th smartest person in the world. I remember certain mornings going to band practice and leading the band and played lowrider. That was always my big pick-me-up. I remember the homecoming parades. I particularly liked the Kiss float from your junior year. Zane, you do Gene Simmons better than Gene Simmons does Gene Simmons. When you were a freshman, I remember 4 of you raising over $1,000 going from house to house on your bicycles on a Saturday morning for a family who lost everything in a house fire and whose infant child was badly burned. I don't think I'll ever be prouder of a group of my students as I was when I first heard of this. I choose to remember the camaraderie and compassion you shared for your fellow classmates. You were very great together. Honestly, I have great memories with all of my classes, but you guys are different. You're special. You see the best in each other, and you bring out the best in each other. You are a great example of camaraderie and togetherness, and the rest of the student body at Vinton High School followed your example. You have given VHS a great culture, and I will forever be grateful for that. That's what I will remember about the class of 2020. In closing, I wish you the best in all your future endeavors, and I also want to thank you. Thank you for the front row seat that I had watching you grow up. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Denise Carrier, our counselor, as she recognizes our honor grads.
Honor Graduates 2020. We would like to recognize the honor graduates of the class of 2020. Seniors who desire honor status must meet the following guidelines. 1, take the courses required for the top scholarship program. And 2, have a minimum overall GPA of at least a 3.5 based on the Honors 5.0 GPA calculation scale. And 3, be enrolled in the state-approved high school their final 2 years leading to graduation. Vinton High School is proud to be able to recognize 23 seniors in the class of 2020 as graduating with honors. We ask that you hold your applause until all names have been called. Our cum laude graduates are recognized by wearing of a bronze honor stole and have achieved a final GPA of a 3.50 to a 3.69. Graduates, please stand when your name is called. Austin Benoit, Darby Boudreau, Jessica Geyer, Drew Heinen, Gavin Jackson, Michaela Miles, and Jonid Vasquez. Those are your cum laude graduates. Congratulations. You can now be seated. The magna cum laude graduates have a final GPA of 3.70 to 3.89 and wear a silver honor stole. Graduates, please stand when I call your name. Brody Duguay, Caitlin Freeman, Kiana Hawkins, Imogen Palladino, Emily Savoy, Jayton Todd, and J.C. Trahan. Those are your magna cum laude graduates. Congratulations. You can now be seated. And finally, our summa cum laude graduates have a final GPA of a 3.90 and higher. These graduates are wearing a gold honor stole. Graduates, please stand when your name is called. Adam Beard, Kylie Braquet, Bailey Bouchard, Amy Clark, Macy Granger, Bryce Hubert, Claire East, Zane McKay, and Dakota Swear. Those are your summa cum laude graduates. Congratulations. You can now be seated.
Please welcome Zane McKay as he gives our graduation address.
Good evening, graduates and parents. I did not expect to be giving this speech to such a small crowd in this stadium, but either way, here we are, undoubtedly by the grace of God. I'd like to start this speech with a quote from Harper Lee's character, Atticus Finch. He defines courage as knowing you're licked before you begin, but you begin anyway, and you see it through no matter what. You rarely win, but sometimes you do. Going off of this definition, this group of graduates has to be some of the most courageous people I have ever known. They have endured countless hardships, pain, hatred, heartache, death of family members, death of friends, and even a global pandemic wreaking havoc across the country. But even through all of this suffering, we are still here. We may be 6 feet apart, but we're still here. Together, as one graduating class. I have spent my entire educational life with some of these students, all the way back to pre-K. I have forged lifelong bonds and unforgettable memories that I will remember and cherish to the end of my days. I have met people who will stand by me in my darkest times, who will pick me up when I fall down, and I would do the same for them. And it is for this reason I shall always hold Vinton High School very near to my heart. The people, the colorful cast of characters that I didn't pick, but I am forever grateful for. And I thank the Lord above that He has put me in this town to do His work. Our lives may take us to different cities, states, or even countries, but we will always find common standing and great pride in our town, the place where it all began. And so, as our lives simultaneously come to a turning point on this field, I'd like to leave you with one last quote from the great wise man, Victor Sullivan. We don't get to choose how we start in this life. Real greatness is what you do with the hand you're dealt. This class has been dealt a pretty terrible hand, I'd say. But I assure you, we made the best of it. I love you all. Wash your hands, stay safe, and God bless.
At this time, I would like to announce a few awards that would have been recognized at our Awards Day ceremony. Please welcome Mr. Eric Heinen and Ms. Amanda Venmeter, our assistant principal, to the podium.
Good evening. Our first award is the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution Award. We are pleased to present this award to Adam Beard. Zane McKay, please stand. Our Student of the Year can be described as Mr. Student of the Year. Zane McKay has been selected as Student of the Year in elementary school, middle school, and now high school. At Vinton High, he was a member of the Quiz Bowl team for 3 years, where he served as junior varsity captain for 2 years and varsity captain his senior year. Zane was also a member of the Beta Club for 3 years and yearbook for 2 years. He was selected to participate as a boys state representative this past summer at Northwestern State University, where he was elected as Most Outstanding City Public Defender. In 2017, Zane was a National Merit Scholarship participant, and this year was a member of the first esports team for Vinton High. Zane is very active in his church, participating in mission trips and local community projects. He will be attending McNeese State University in the fall on an academic scholarship majoring in English education. Congratulations to our Student of the Year, Zane McKay. Who's Who recognizes outstanding scholastic achievement. The following students have met all the requirements to be named to the class of 2020's Who's Who at Vinton High School. In addition to the students' achievements, we asked the teachers to describe them, and this is what they had to say. Students, please stand when your name is called. Kylie Brage. Kylie is described by her teachers as being one of the most ambitious and motivated students. She is not afraid of hard work. She is very independent and more than capable of accomplishing anything she sets her mind to. Bailey Boujard. Bailey is a very positive person who is always willing to help others. She strives to do things the right way and loves to do well in all of her endeavors. Brody Duguay. Brody is a good leader of other students and is very involved in his community. He serves others and sets a good example for other students to follow. Gage Duplant. Gage is very easygoing. No matter what you throw at him, he will take it on without any complaints. He makes juggling high school, work, and friends look easy. Jessica Geyer. Jessica has wisdom beyond her years to be very successful. She accepts challenges and will seek all means to accomplish them. Drew Heinen. If Drew could be described with one word, it would be personality. He is always the first to volunteer to get up in front of a crowd and the first to make that crowd laugh. He enjoys being around people and makes sure everyone around him feels like a valued friend. Bryce Hubert. Bryce comes off as very shy and quiet at first, but when in the right environment, he loves sharing his adventures with his friends and youth group. He strives to do his best in his academic studies. Bryce is very ambitious and has a very strong work ethic. Claire East. Claire is such a determined hard worker. She has had her goals set and hasn't wavered. She stepped up to help her peers when they needed a math tutor and gave her time willingly. I know that Claire's sweet ways and determination will enable her to be very successful. Caitlin Aurelian. Caitlin is respectful and is very attentive in her studies. She is focused on her goals and always tries to do her best. Imogen Palladino. Imogen is a very competitive student who likes to do her best. She is very energetic and has a positive attitude about her schoolwork. Emily Savoy. Emily is very quiet and leads by her actions. She is a smart young lady and desires success. Dakota Swear. Dakota is not only intelligent, but driven as well. His eagerness to learn and try new things sets him apart from his peers. He does not accept things at face value, but instead goes above and beyond for searching for the why and how. JC Trahan. JC is a very hardworking student who maintains a steady effort in order to achieve her goals. She is always wanting to be involved and helping out others to make sure that the job gets done. Joneed Vasquez. Joneed is very respectful and welcomes information that is beneficial to life. She is a seeker of information and always tries her best without taking anything for granted. Congratulations to our who's who. The Mr. and Miss VHS title is awarded to students who meet GPA requirements and are involved in extracurricular activities at school. This award is voted on by the entire student body. Teachers had this to say about Miss VHS. She has one of the biggest hearts and uses it to make sure everyone feels comfortable and included around her. She is always looking for ways she can help out, whether in the classroom or in life. She not only holds high standards for herself, but she encourages those around her to be their best as well. Our 2020 Miss VHS is the secretary for the Beta Club, Student Council, and the senior class this year. She has been a member of the Beta Club and Student Council for 3 years. As a freshman, she participated in Truth, Facts, and Lies. She has played volleyball for 4 years, and this year was named to the first team All-District. She is a 4-year member of the Homecoming Court, where she was crowned as our Homecoming Queen. In the fall, she plans on attending McNeese State University and major in nursing. Congratulations, Miss VHS, Bailey Bouchard. Please come forward to receive your award. No. Teachers describe our 2020 Mr. VHS as one of those guys that will make a great man. He is kind and a natural leader. We see him interact with every student with such a kind heart. We like that he can be the quarterback and so popular, but still be so grounded. Mr. VHS has been a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes for 4 years and has been a member of the Beta Club and Student Council for 3 years. He also participated in Louisiana Boys State last summer. He is a 3-sport athlete playing football, basketball, and baseball all 4 years. He has been named to the All-State team for football and basketball. He was selected to the first team All-District in baseball last year. In the fall, he will be attending McNeese State University, majoring in education. Congratulations, Mr. VHS, Drew Heinen. Please come forward. Drew is receiving his award from not only his principal, but his father, fellow VHS alumnus, and Mr. VHS 1992.
We will now present scholarships to our graduates. This graduating class has been awarded a total of $337,250 in scholarships, not including TOPS. With our first scholarship, I would like to welcome to the podium Mr. Tony McCardle to award the H&H Chemical Scholarship. Mr. McCardle is Calcasieu Parish School Board's Director of Career and Technical Education, is also a Vinton High alumnus.
Pleased and honored to be here. 30 years ago tonight, or about this time, I graduated, proud alumnus of Vinton High School in 1990, along with your school board member, Mr. Bliss Boujard. And I remember the words of our principal, who is a great principal, just like Mr. Heinen, and his words were to us, attitudes are contagious, catch the positive ones. And I'll remember that every day. I think of it every day from that day. Because it reminds me of Vinton High School and Mr. McCann. It certainly reminds me of Mr. Heinen, and it certainly reminds me of my hometown, Vinton, Louisiana, and our proud school, Vinton High School. The H&H Chemical Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior planning to pursue a degree in education. It is my pleasure to present this H&H Chemical Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to a senior who plans to teach high school, and our hope is that this student teaches and chooses Calcasieu Parish. Congratulations to Drew Heinen. Please come forward.
I would like to present Miss Amanda Van Meter as she presents the McNeese Scholarships, Carl and Carla Vincent Scholarship, Lake Charles American Press Scholarship, and the Morning Star Baptist Church Scholarship.
On behalf of McNeese State University, I am pleased to present the following scholarships. Please stand when your name is called. Drew Heinen. Drew was awarded the Academic Excellence Award in the amount of $18,000. Please stand. Kylie Braque, Bailey Boujard, Macy Granger, Imogen Palladino, Emily Savoy. Each of these ladies were awarded the Academic Excellence Award in the amount of $20,000 each. Bryce Hubert. Bryce was awarded the John McNeese Scholarship in the amount of $32,000. Claire East. Claire was awarded the University Scholars Award in the amount of $39,200. Zane McKay. Zane was awarded the Honors College Scholarship in the amount of $43,800. Zane McKay, please stand. Zane has received the Carl and Carla Vincent Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Congratulations, Zane. Receiving the Lake Charles American Press Scholarship with a total value of $1,400 is Bryce Hubert. Bryce, please come forward. Faith Keys, please come forward. The Morning Star Baptist Church would like to congratulate and present a scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Miss Faith Avery Keys. Come see real quick. Come see real quick. On behalf of Morning Star Baptist Church, they want you to know they are grateful for your hard work, determination, and encourage you to continue your educational effort. May God bless and keep you.
Mr. Eric Heinen will now present the E.W. Hayes Memorial Scholarship, John E. Jackson Award, the Louisiana Cattlemen's Association Scholarship, Knights of Columbus Council number 6103 Scholarship, and the Joyce T. Daly Scholarship.
Claire East, please stand. Claire has received the following 3 scholarships: the E.W. Hayes Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500, the John E. Jackson Award in the amount of $1,500, and the Louisiana Cattlemen's Association Scholarship in the amount of $750. Congratulations, Claire. I am pleased to present 2 students with the Knights of Columbus Council 6103 Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 each. With these students, please come forward. Kylie Brocke, and Drew Heinen. Receiving the Joyce T. Daly Scholarship and the total amount of $5,600 to Bailey Boujard. Bailey, please come forward.
I would like to present Coach Garrett Copples as he presents the Christopher Johnson Memorial Scholarship, Louisiana College Scholarship, Blue Mountain College Softball Scholarship, and the Ronnie Corville Memorial Scholarship.
In 2014, our precious family member Christopher earned his wings. As a family, we decided to do something that would honor his memory, so a scholarship was created. The scholarship is awarded to a student to help further their education or with future endeavors. This year, the students that have been chosen to receive the scholarships are very deserving. Along with a plaque, a monetary gift is given. Dr. R.A. and Gwen Carlson made this scholarship possible for Vinton High graduates. This year, I am pleased to present 2 students with the Christopher Johnson Memorial Scholarship. Please come forward when your name is called. Drew Heinen and Macy Granger. Adam Beard, please stand. Adam has been awarded the Louisiana College Scholarship in the amount of $18,000. Congratulations, Adam. Caitlin Aurelian, please stand. Caitlin has been awarded a scholarship to play softball at Blue Mountain College in the amount of $22,000. Congratulations, Caitlin. I am pleased to present to 3 students the Ronnie Corville Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 each. Please come forward when your name is called. Adam Beard, Drew Heinen, and Caitlin Aurelian.
Next, I would like to present Miss Leslie Petros as she presents the Louisiana Tech University Scholarship, the American Legion Post 208 Scholarship, Catholic Daughters of America Scholarship, and the Neville Magani Scholarship.
Dakota Swear, please stand. On behalf of Louisiana Tech University, I am pleased to announce that Dakota Swear was awarded the Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $38,000. Congratulations, Dakota. Two students were awarded the American Legion Post 208 Scholarship with a total value of $4,000 each to each recipient. Please come forward when your name is called. Zane McKay and Drew Heinen. Receiving the Catholic Daughters of America's Court 1986 Scholarship in the amount of $500 is Claire East. Claire, please come forward. The Neville Magani Scholarship was started in 2012 in honor of Neville Magani, loving son and brother of the Magani family of Vinton, Louisiana. Each year, a graduating senior that is going to college is awarded a one-time scholarship in the amount of $500. This year's recipient is Jessica Geyer. Jessica, please come forward.
Please welcome Mr. Eric Heinen and Miss Amanda Van Meter as they present the diplomas.
Completing the Louisiana Department of Education requirements and with the approval of the Calcasieu Parish School Board, we hereby bestow diplomas upon the senior class of 2020. Adam Lynn Beard. Austin Lee Benoit. Darby Shane Boudreau. Kylie Teresa Braque. Bailey Brooke Boujard. Amy Michelle Clark. Brody Gage Duguay. Caitlin Nicole Freeman. Jessica Lee Geyer. Macy Claire Granger. Kiana Danae Hawkins. Drew Anthony Heinen. Bryce Anthony Hubert. Mary Claire East. Gavin Andrew Jackson. Zane Wyatt McKay. Michaela Nicole Miles. Imogen Danielle Palladino. Emily Elizabeth Savoy. Dakota Paul Swear. Jaden Ray Todd. JC Marie Trahan. Jonee Taisha Vasquez. Come on. Kitsy Alvarez. Autumn Cheyenne Anders. Waliska Michelle Bayona Almodovar. Dennis Hal Bickham. Braden Curtis Bork. Claire Elizabeth Bork. Chase Michael Wynn Clement. Michelle Ann Cormier. Emma Jean Cummings. Ethan Joseph E.C. Dodd. Rebecca Anne Marie Dodd. Christopher Todd Drawhorn. Gage Brackley Duplant. Hope Nicole Dykes. Keely Shay East. Javon Henri Gans. Anaya Denise George. David Stewart Goff. Peyton Ashton Hance. Alexia Rose Serena Harrell. Keelan Scott Abear. Jordan Lloyd Janice. Samaya Janisha Keelan. Faith Avery Keys. Cody Stewart Laird. Gabriel Michael Ledoux. Jacob Neil Lewis. Lucas Dakota Lewis. Madison Rianne Mott. Caitlin Elizabeth Aurelian. Sebastian Javier Ortega. Gunnar Earl Palmer. Travis Lee Pettipool. Joshua Lee Pratt. Ashlyn Marie Richard. Traven Scott Robinson. Brianna Renee Smith. Casey Alexander Soap.
Hurry 'em up, Coach. Graduates, please stand. Please move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2020. Graduates, we're going to stay at our seats. We're going to be dismissed by row.